Hello?
Hey, so when is this all going into play, you think?
I'm not sure. I spoke to Crane. He said he's working on access and everything. I think
Don't fuck up those SOPs, man. Do that afterwards.
I need you, by the way. You remember the court?
I,
You remember what
yeah, you
happened to
do
me
need
on
me because
January
the moment
6th?
I'm gone, you guys start getting too carried away with yourself.
Do you know what happened January 6th when they beat my ass in the courthouse?
You pulled a gun and started shooting people.
No, I'm suing them today. The court case is today. We got you listed as a witness.
Okay.
It's
When is
happening.
it?
It's gonna happen soon. Can you come here to the courthouse, to the
Yeah,
lawyer's
as long as
office?
it's yeah, okay.
All right, see you soon.
Hey, clean up those SOPs.
All right, sweetheart. Anything you say.
Um,
Mr. K is making his way here. You were saying, Oliver?
Very good. You know what? I would love to. If you need any help to effectively do your job in whatever manner that is, I'm happy to help.
Hey, that's perfect. I'll be honest. Bobby's handling all the SOP stuff. I was wondering if you'd be okay with proofreading it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to.
And I wish you were there for I should have recorded it, but I wish you were there for the council meeting. He pretty much said what I told you, is that I have all the authority to do whatever the hell I want there, and that all I had to do was let the inmates out when their time is up. I do believe that they can just throw me out of power whenever they want, so if I do anything super bad, they'll just depose me. But I don't want
to. Is it the council as a whole, or is it just?
I think Crane. I'm gonna be honest. I think just Crane.
Interesting. Okay.
The council, they loved it. They all agreed on it. None of them had anything. None of them said nay. They all said okay. That bunch of crackheads. But enough about that. Let's talk about the court case that we got coming up.
Absolutely. We're in a pretty good place here.
Oh.
Hey, sorry.
No, you're good. I let people use this office. Are you able to move this conversation though, by chance?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Casello. That's we can just use the office across the hall.
Yeah,
have a go on Malton and Murphy.
Yep.
So if Slacks is around, because Bobby's talking to him, if Slacks is the only one that shows up, and they don't have a defense lawyer, we can just do the bare minimum, right, and just walk out with a check.
Yeah, I think even if they showed up with pretty competent counsel, in my view, they'd be in a pretty rough shape nonetheless. Like, really, for them to prepare an adequate defense here, they would need Bones at the very least, as well as the other officers there. And they didn't call anyone. And I removed Bones from our witness list to try and make this quick, and also to help us by not having to deal with his testimony that could potentially hurt us. So They have nothing. They literally have nothing. And in the report that could potentially have helped them, it doesn't even mention you. Like, it doesn't even mention them striking you, which shows they were trying to cover it up.
Yep.
But also, like, they can't rely on that to prove that you were, like, in the way or something. So,
who are we calling up? Me, Bobby, Mr. K, or is there anyone else, or is that it?
And then your doctor, Dr. Bones.
Oh, perfect. Wait, the doctor's name is Bones too?
Yeah, Alexander Bones. Funny coincidence, huh?
Oh, that's looking crazy. Okay, well, all right. So I just pity party. Just tell them about how my life was ruined.
Yeah, very important here is ensuring that the judge empathizes with the immense pain and suffering that this whole thing has put you through. Really go into detail about how it has affected you on a day-to-day basis, perhaps specific memories you can think of as to what, like specific points that you struggled with the injury that you sustained, the long-term sort of side effects when it comes to either the pain or the actual injury and having to deal with that. I'm definitely going to ask you about like the housing accommodation, because that's really where a lot of the money's coming from. So be prepared to answer a lot of questions about like what it was and why you needed it and that sort of thing.
I also have a plan of attack.
Why would you have a plan of attack here?
We don't sue the police, and we make a deal with Slacks about getting funding for Bolingbrook by letting him by telling him to procure us items.
Well, then consider this funding for Bolingbrook, Bobby. This is just an
And we're gonna get the
advance.
batons.
This is
Why
an
can't you
advance.
go to like the mayor or something for funding?
Yeah,
Or,
well,
like,
you
the
don't even
treasurer
know.
or
We don't
whatever.
need to go to the PD. And plus,
We said that
Bobby,
we have to get the funding ourselves
plus Bobby,
without the help
it'll
of the
be
state.
funny.
Hey, what's up, sir?
Oh, there's Richard.
I work for them.
He does that.
Oh, you work. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
you know,
Richard does that.
Tugs called me up and said that he wanted to do an interview. You know, he doesn't have a felony.
Tugs wants a job.
Yeah, but he told me he doesn't have a felony. Richard, how does Tugs not have a fucking felony?
Because he does little baby crimes because he's a baby.
I was thinking when I was
I
a
told him you said that.
paraplegic and I was
Little
using the bell
19-year-old
and couldn't
baby.
talk, I missed like 2 academies, I think. So missed opportunity
Yeah.
as well. I'll add that in there.
We're definitely going to play up the fact that you had missed opportunities, that you weren't able to get employment. So be prepared to, like, if I ask you if you were seeking jobs and sort of what the answer would be and how much you sort of lost out on because of your injuries.
And the way they treated me while I was in their custody too. After I got bludgeoned, I came out the ICU. I was given a crane by one of the doctors, and then they took the crane from me and threw me in a cell, and I had to crawl around in prison for like a good 30 minutes. I was gonna say 30 months, but minutes now, I guess.
What am
Also,
I going to say?
So we're going to ask you about what happened. Basically, our theory
I'm on
for
good
this
terms
case.
with Slacks, by the way. So
Oh, you're just gonna say you were my carer.
Well, our basic theory is that you were in a peaceful protest that turned violent. Mr. Charles saw the police arrest you, unlawfully, of course. They left you in the middle of that mob, in complete danger, chaos all around, and he did the right thing by moving you to safety. And at that point, Officer Bones went in that room and brutally attacked the both of you. And I guess if I were to ask you about what happened, what would you guys say?
I'd say 1 minute I was participating in a riot, the next minute the police were beating my brains out. I didn't do nothing wrong.
All right, if I were to ask you specifically once Mr. Charles brought you into that room, what would you say?
I'd
What
say
happened?
as soon as Bobby brought me into the room, I felt safe. And then a man all masked up ran in with his baton and swung on me
put your hands up.
and knocked me out.
Now, were you
Put your hands
close to
up.
Mr. Charles?
I'd say I was around the arm's length.
What if I rob you right now? Put your hands up.
Is there enough space for officers to apprehend him?
Yes,
What do you mean no?
You and what
or I believe so.
Ian,
Should I say yes or should I say I believe so?
locals?
I can't really tell you what to testify to, but what I will
You're not
say
doing this,
is
Richard.
that
You are not.
our
doing
main theory is that, especially since Bones isn't testifying, our theory is that he took you to that room and he intentionally beat you up. We're gonna go with the negligence because we thought we was going to testify and sort of present an obstacle there, but you know, our theory is going to be that he brought you in there and purposefully and intentionally, you know, used his baton against
You
you
need to control
without any lawful purpose to do so.
Okay. Game plan, I got it. Bobby isn't gonna fuck it up, hopefully. And I'll let Mr. K. You're probably gonna ask him about how he provided housing and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Is he going to be prepared to answer those
Yes.
sorts of questions, or do we need to meet him?
What are you
sort of
gonna?
prep?
What are you gonna ask him exactly? Like like if he provided accommodation for me and how?
Yeah, I'm basically going to ask him like pretty simple questions about the service that he provided. Like, because he gave you that invoice, I'm going to ask him like what he actually did to make the property more accessible to you for your injuries, why it was sort of necessary, how much he charged you, that he actually installed all that, and basically that he charged you for it and that you had to pay.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that done. Yeah,
That's,
no problem.
There's not going to be a problem with that testimony?
100%, no problem. Yeah. I'll let him know that he should be here. I'm gonna give him a call real quick. He said
You know
he-
what? I'm also going to ask him about the condition, like when he saw you, sort of like what you look like.
Okay.
You were pretty dire straits at that point still, right?
Yeah, it wasn't looking too good at all. Yeah, let me give him a call real quick.
All right.
What's up, dude?
You know what you're gonna do for me right when you get up on that stand, right?
What?
They're gonna ask you questions. You go pull through. You're not gonna fuck this up for me. There's a lot of money here, man.
So how much time? When did they need me up there?
It's 15 minutes from now is when the court case starts, but I don't know when they need you up there.
Send me a text like 5 minutes before they need me up there.
And when you go up on that stand, you're not gonna fumble.
When have I ever fumbled on the stand?
All right, let's quick trial.
You know I'm solid, bro.
Hey, Mr. K, what do you think of Carmine as a person?
Person? Dude's barely human. Could be a fucking devil for all I know.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do it.
Don't do that? Okay,
don't.
try now.
Oh, Mr. K's actually
What you think of
telling
your daddy when he's got his
Richard,
balls
you
in
need
your
to teach
jaws?
Scotty how to be
Carmine
less
Casello,
creepy.
that is.
I always wondered why he was putting his balls in my jaws if he's my daddy. So he's always been a fucked up
Well,
individual.
you know, like one time he instead
Okay,
of
you
saying
know what?
podiatrist,
Yeah,
he said
I like that.
pediatrician.
Yeah,
or
bring
something.
that. Bring that, okay? I'll give you
No,
a call
you
as soon as they
one
want
time
you up
by
there.
accident.
Okay, perfect.
Please don't come in covered in
Pediatrician is
the
the kid
blood
one.
and guts of cops. That's not gonna make me look
He
good.
said, "I'm gonna
Don't
be."
do
Okay, I'll start killing them now so I have
Oh
time to
my
clean.
god.
Come here.
Carmine, you remember this? This is the official Bolenberg.
I just want to build some trust with you, okay? I just want it on record that before the January 6th riot, me and Mr. K did call the cops and tell them that you had a gun, which is why they were so antagonistic to you.
Okay.
So, you know, who knows what will be said on stage.
You know, it's starting to make a lot more sense why they fucking honed in on me that day.
Who knows what will be said on stage.
Okay.
Also have another.
All right.
By the way, when we talk to Slacks after the case, let me do all the talking, and
of course,
oh,
I said
me and him-
you take charge of Slacks. You take charge of Slacks, Bobby. That's yours.
I'm gonna work on a roster too, and all the SOPs and all share.
Your Honor. How
Hello,
goes
Carmine. It's going very good. How are you doing?
Not too bad. You know, there's only a few things I ever got up early for. That was
Oh,
my
yeah?
mother's funeral, my wedding, and this court case.
I have a question, Your Honor.
Don't fucking ruin it for me just yet. It just started.
When I go up there as a witness, can I be called as the Honorable Warden Bobby Charles when I'm called up as a witness?
That is technically his title now. It's a professional title.
Yeah, it
You
is a
wanna be-
professional title.
Okay. Is that actually your title?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
the warden.
co-warden. We're gonna change it though to Baron or Supreme. We have creative freedom on that front. Maybe Super Judge. Wouldn't that be great? A judge calling us Super Judge. We could do that.
Hold on, why don't we
might
just
do
make-
that? Maybe
What if we
do
just
that.
do like a monarch?
Is there some sort of like legislation or announcement acknowledging your new official title?
No, it's been discussed. It's already been agreed on by the council. It hasn't been put
Okay.
pen to paper, but it's
Well,
happening.
I understand. Well, you know, when that day comes, then of course we can address you by that new title.
What?
But until then, I think that Mr. Carmine should be fine.
Well, it's already been approved. It's just not made an announcement yet. It's been approved.
I'm sure it has been, but I don't have any documentation that it's here, and I don't want
Oh my Carmine.
to. You know, I don't want to step out of line.
Oh God, my ego, my ego.
It's okay. Relax. Breathe, Bobby. Breathe. Well, would you look at that? The police taking just as long as they take responding to crimes. Get into this court case. You can write this even if you tried.
Well, it'll be okay. Listen, they'll be here, and if they aren't, then that'll be their problem, not yours. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it would be in your best interest if they didn't show up, Carmine.
Oh, look, my medical professional is here. How's it going, Dr. Bones?
Pretty good, pretty good. How you, Carmine?
Another bones?
I mean, I'm better. Since we last saw each other, I'm much better. Your Honor, what's your name? Your Honor?
That's not what you want to say to
What do you mean?
the judge. You don't want it. You should probably do your
Come here,
research
Mr. Costello.
beforehand.
Okay, we can take a seat.
Okay.
It's Judge Angel, by the way.
Angel?
Yeah.
Brittany Angel?
I think so.
Brittany Angel, is that you?
What's up, Carmine?
Is your name Brittany Angel?
You can refer to me as Your Honor or Judge Angel in this courtroom, but that is my legal name. Yes.
Your Honor, do me and you have a professional history going back 6 years?
In the past, yeah, I believe we do.
If he knew that you joined the establishment, he'd be rolling in his... I don't know if he's dead.
Sit down. So what are you doing?
Okay.
Sit down.
My
Are you
bad.
talking about Pred?
Yes, our mutual.
I think that Pred would be quite happy if he found out I was where I am now.
Well, you know, I was one of his best friends.
That's right, and I was fucking him.
That's beautiful.
Where do I sit at, Carmine? I'm a witness.
Your Honor, I'm having an intrusive thought that I must put into words.
Okay, what's that?
What are you doing here? What are you doing?
I feel like Jenny and Pred was a healthy relationship.
Well, that may have been the case, but that was a very long time ago, Carmine, don't you think?
I feel like Jenny Hall was better for him.
Wait, like the sheriff? Pred?
She probably was, to be honest with you.
I feel like you're part of the reason he lost his mind. I'll stop.
Come on,
That's
is
it.
this a
That's
smart
it.
thing
I'll
for you?
stop.
Is this a smart thing for you to be doing?
I'm sorry. It's been 6 years, and I've been holding on to these feelings, and I just gotta put it out there.
Well, I mean, listen, if you want to say these things before your case is about to start and I'm about to preside over
I'm
it,
sorry.
then be my guest.
I'll stop. It's
No,
over. That's
it's
it.
not going to affect my ruling on it at all, but it will change my personal opinion of you.
Oh, see that? See that?
Hey, keep on going, Carmine.
Your Honor, he was put up to this by other individuals. None of what he
Sorry,
said
there's
is.
two people talking to me at once. What did you say?
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, can I get rid of my ages?
Oh,
There he
Captain!
is.
I gotta go on this side, Carmine.
Where are you
Thank you
going?
for showing
My
up, Captain.
best friend.
Yes, Your Honor. Who else from the PD side is not available at the time right now? Or here?
Believe we're missing Officer Bones.
Okay.
Papa.
Well, Your Honor, just to let you know, we did remove him from our witness list.
That's right. We did actually agree to that. We accepted your motion, so he's actually not needed.
Yeah, we're prepared to proceed.
Bobby Beer Bonds.
Do you know where Mr. Kevin is?
I believe he should be attending. I think that we can get him here once he, like when he's necessary, like when we need him to testify.
Okay. All right. Are all your witnesses present then?
Yes, we're prepared to proceed.
Okay. Slacks, are you ready to go?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Well, with that being the case, I am calling this court into session. Welcome, everyone. Today, we are going to be hearing the case of Carmine Costello versus the Los Santos Police Department. The client's statement of claim is that on January 6, 2024, the plaintiff took part in a peaceful protest at City Hall. During the course of that protest, Officer Jeffrey Bones, without sufficient cause, detained the plaintiff. While the plaintiff was shackled in handcuffs, Officer Bones hit the plaintiff with a baton, causing severe injury. Officer Bones failed to take reasonable care and precaution to ensure the safety of the plaintiff in his custody. As a result of the injury, plaintiff's quality of life has been severely diminished and has made costly expenditures to accommodate the health problems resulting from the actions of Officer Bones. The plaintiff seeks compensatory damages of $25,000, pain and suffering of $15,000, and negligence of $7,500. Now, there's also, I believe, 6 pieces of evidence that I've listed below. Both parties have had plenty of time to review them. There is one matter that we need to address before we can proceed, though, and that is Exhibit D, E, and F no longer provide valid information when you open them. So if you still have access to those pieces of evidence, if you could present them, I would very much appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, Your Honor, I was actually going to bring that up before we got started. I think that, can you just clarify as far as Exhibit F? I believe it should be all right. I do have resubmissions for. Okay, all right.
Okay, but D and E, when I open them, I don't get anything. So
I've just resubmitted those to the docket. Those should be in a better form. I'm unsure. I believe they did originally. You could pull them up, but I think the resubmission should work out.
okay, these are good. Slacks, are you on your phone?
I do. I was speaking with an officer that was involved, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Why is he not here? And things like that.
Okay. Were you speaking with Bones?
No, I was not speaking with Bones. I was speaking with Dakota to figure out what's going on exactly.
Okay. Well, I don't believe Dakota is on the
Oliver.
witness list, so.
I suspect we have a home run here.
So, have you had a chance to review these amended pieces of evidence, Slacks?
I don't think he's even looked at it.
I have not, Your Honor. I'll be honest. I'm just filling in. I was not, the lead in this court case. I was delegated to an Officer Bones, who I believe was the main witness regarding this matter.
Okay. Oh no. Do you want to? Are there any attorneys in the building at the moment that might be willing to help you out here? I'm gonna throw you a bone here because you're gonna lose if you take this alone.
Is it possible to do like a summary judgment of some sort, where you just rule based on the evidence available to you and just decide what is, if it not guilty or guilty of punitive damages, things like that? Would that be fair?
We could do a summary judgment. Are you motioning to have that happen?
From 10K to 5K,
I am with information available, since I don't have an attorney, or I don't believe I'm very adequate to battle this in court.
Should I be his attorney?
Go ask him.
Do you have an objection to that motion?
No, but who knows?
We do not, Your Honor. We would like to clarify, as far as the defense's motion, are they asking for a summary judgment as to facts and liability and damages? Because based on the information we provided the court, we certainly are comfortable if they are not disputing any of the facts proceeding in a finding of facts, liability, and damages. However, if they are disputing any of that, we would like to call, of course, our witnesses and present our case, because there is some information that we would have to elicit from mainly testimony that would more illuminate the evidence we've already submitted.
The only evidence I have an issue with is Exhibit F, the Section K report or transaction provided. I don't believe there's any business in Los Santos that do provide that. And then that is my argument against that. That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, then I mean, do you have do you want to argue out this evidence? I mean, this is pretty unconventional. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you want to say?
Just I want.
Whatever you see is fit, Your Honor. I'm just trying to help out where so we can proceed with this. I do apologize for
I wouldn't
lack of show up on our side.
Your Honor.
Yes, Carmine.
I would like to say, I commend Slacks, the defendant, for coming here today to this battlefield of ideas, knowing full well that he's about to get his ass handed to him on a platter.
That's not true, Slacks. Don't listen to Carm. Don't listen to Carm.
For a man to do that, it shows a lot of courage. So, I commend you for that, Slacks.
I'm just trying to show respect to the courtroom.
Yeah, and we very much appreciate that. Okay. Monroe, do you have anything that further solidifies Exhibit F? Would that be elucidated through witness testimony?
Come on, you need to calm down. We're gonna work with this man.
Are you referring to myself, Your Honor?
I've been waiting for this for
you're not
weeks,
Monroe.
months
I
almost.
Kind of
how much are you getting? Like 10K?
Yeah, Your Honor, we'd be happy to proceed to a trial to determine the specific facts for our compensatory damages request, specifically for the.
Oh my God, this might go bad.
The accommodations that Mr. Costello had to get for his home. We'd be fine proceeding to a trial specifically on that fact, with a summary judgment for everything else that we've requested. But we would mainly need the testimony of Mr. Costello and Mr. K to fully establish our case.
Okay. I will summon Mr. K to the courtroom, and we will proceed with the trial, specifically.
Oh my God!
And then we will go on the rest of it.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay with that?
Listen, I'm okay with it.
Yes.
Oh my god. I should say no to this. I should say let's just gloss over it, move on. This is probably gonna fuck me in some way, but fuck it, the role play is gonna be goated. The smart thing to do
legal name
is not to take this route, but fuck it.
That's right.
It'll be funny. I'm just gonna say he actually sent me that invoice.
Your Honor, can I get an attorney, or should we just pursue with me as a lawyer?
Yes,
or...
you can grab an attorney if you'd like. You
Okay.
have a bit of time while we wait for Mr. K. Oh, Mr. K. Welcome.
Oh, he's here.
I made it.
Thank
thank
God,
you so much
and you're
for
not in
showing up.
shackles.
One of my fine employees,
Why would I be in
Mr.
shackles?
K.
That's ridiculous.
You look beautiful. Okay, can someone go get slacks? I can't talk to him. Someone has to do. I can't do it.
Yeah, Carmine, you're not allowed.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, can someone in the someone go get slacks?
Looking great, Your Honor.
You're already wearing
Thank
pants.
You. If you could please speak up in the court.
Thank you, Mr. K.
Do you need me up here?
In a bit, yes. You'll be called up to the witness stand in
Excuse
a
me,
moment.
so Carmine.
Nice backpack, Tugs.
So what? You want me to tell him how you
thank
shot
you.
everyone up at that day, or what?
What?
On my own?
That's not true.
Mr. K, did you sell that turbo?
No, you need it?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Tugs,
we'll
I
get
heard
back
you
to
were
after this.
interested
I
in
got an
looking for
STX. If anyone want to
employment.
buy an STX
Yeah.
Buffalo
I'm gonna
STX,
need a birth.
some
I'm
cakes
gonna.
in there, dude.
I'm gonna need a
Fully
birth
tuned,
certificate.
Beautiful, good condition, no
Okay.
stress.
You can get that for me?
I'm selling a Fudo type shit
Okay.
cheaper than the
Yes,
STX.
Daddy.
I'm selling a
Fudo
Fudo.
sucks. If
You
you want to
don't-
do donuts
don't-
and
you
spin
don't need
out
to
all
say
day,
that.
buy a Fudo.
Yeah, Daddy.
Stop.
I got a gun,
Stop.
by
If you
the
like
way.
to drift,
Stop.
if you like
Your
to
new
drift,
hire is gonna be like
You
your
don't have a
children.
gun, Bobby.
That
No,
what
I
you're
have a
no,
gun
doing?
license.
no.
I mean,
K's not wrong.
He's
Mr. K.
19.
Bobby Charles is selling weapons.
19.
Everyone needs a gun.
I will go prove it once I get his
If you
birth
announce
certificate.
that you have a gun in
That's
the
not
courtroom, it's not really
Okay.
Bobby
encouraged.
Charles.
Summary judgment was issued.
All right, everyone.
basically
We're calling
won
court
for
back into
everything other
session.
than
We have the
housing
key witnesses
accommodations. So
present
that's what we're
and
gonna
all
ask you
parties
about.
are present in here. So, as previously agreed upon, instead of overseeing the entire case,
Thank you for
and
showing
going
up,
over
man. I
every
knew I could
single
rely on
proceeding,
you.
It's not illegal to piss
What
in
the
public
there's a
places.
motion to do a summary judgment.
What the
with
fuck
no
are you
being
doing?
One piece of evidence that
It's
is
not
required.
illegal to piss in public
You
places.
just pissed. You just pissed on your
to
boss,
you and
Mr. K. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
report that to HR.
yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
The judge is talking.
Questioning in the courtroom. That is Exhibit
Will you stand
F.
still,
If you have
puto?
access to the DOJ doc, you can review it yourself there.
Stand still.
We are going to be we're going to be proceeding on that. We will start with the plaintiff here. If you'd like to go ahead and start calling your witnesses up to the stand with regards to that evidence.
Come on,
Call
let's
Mr.
go
K
round for
last.
your buzz.
Call him last.
Oliver.
No, you
Hell yeah, beat.
Your Honor, we call Mr. K to the stand.
Mr.
It's an
K, if
honor.
you
It's a
would,
pleasure.
please. Thank you. Murphy, would you mind swearing him in?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I hope you go to jail for life, you piece of shit.
You know I'm not the
Mr. K,
defendant
could
in
you
this.
What
raise
the
your
plaintiff?
right hand for me?
I'm
He's
the
suing
plaintiff.
the
I'm
LSPD.
suing.
Yes, sir.
Fuck.
Okay, Mr. K, do
Fucking
you swear
piece
and
of
affirm
shit.
that the testimony you are
Hey,
about to
Vinny.
give this courtroom shall
Fuck
be
you say to me?
the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Say that
So
one more
help
time.
you,
Aye, aye,
Nikita.
Captain.
Mr. K is sworn in, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Say it
Your
one more
Honor.
time.
No, I don't want to.
Hall, you
Yeah,
may
don't
proceed.
say you little fucking
Thank you
twat.
so much, Your Honor.
Fuck you, Richard.
How are we doing today, sir?
Oh, me? I'm doing great.
That's good to hear. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
First off,
Yes, Richard.
are you familiar with Section K real estate?
Ah, Section K Real Estate. Yeah, that's my real estate company.
Richard.
Really? How long you been
Nice.
operating that?
Smell that?
Ooh.
I just fucking farted.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Probably about 2 months.
Alright. And what does your company do?
Now I got fat.
We do real estate, affordable housing,
You see this? I
rentals,
am
rent to owns.
fucking. I am stacked.
Alright. And do you
It's in here. You
ever
fucking
do any
little
sort of
fucking Humpty
repairs
Dumpty.
or modifications to houses that you sell?
Oh, bunch of repairs, layouts, furnishings.
Alright.
Okay.
And have you done any business with the plaintiff, Mr. Costello?
Oh yeah, Mr. Costello. He's living in one of my units.
Why is everything shaking?
Alright. And when did he start renting that unit?
Oof.
Please.
Maybe like a month and a half ago, approximately.
Okay, that's
Alright.
good.
No, certainly. I'm going to give you some evidence here soon to refresh your memory.
Okay.
But before we get to that, how did that unfold? How did that the sale start?
Well, he came up to me and was talking in dings. And by dings, I mean a bell. He was hunchbacked. He was a bit crippled. Couldn't speak, and he was ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, you ever hear like a cat when they get? You sound like that, like a little pussy cat.
Unable
like a big
to
fat pussy cat. Yeah, you little fucking bitch. You sound like a bitch.
Yeah, he's fired. He's fired. He's not working at DLC.
He wrote on a
guys.
note and said he needs some housing and
He's not working at
wheelchair
DLC.
accessibility and
He's
stuff
fired.
like that.
It's
Because
over.
He could no longer live in the.
He went too far with
apartments,
that
the
joke.
staircases were too big.
I see. Did it appear to you that he was able to walk normally?
Oh no, definitely not.
I see. All right. And did you provide him with any services?
Yes, we made him a nice, give him a first floor room, so he didn't have to take any stairs, and just handicap accessible.
All right. And to your knowledge, any of the other units that you sell or rent, did they have those similar accommodations that he needed?
Oh no, we had to do his custom. This was a special uniform.
All right. And are you familiar with the public housing?
I'm gonna rob see about.
Oh yeah, the apartments. Yeah, I
Alright.
grew up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, are those facilities compatible with the accommodations that the plaintiff needed?
Oh, not at all. That elevator's a death trap. You have about a 20% chance of it working properly. Most of the time, you just get stuck in there. It doesn't even move. And if it does move, you're probably gonna fly out of it and die. So no, it's actually not. No.
I see. So in other words, the plaintiff needed your services, isn't that right?
Oh yeah, but you know, he could have just been homeless. But you know, he's real like bougie like that.
No, absolutely. If I could, I'd like you to take a look at exhibit. Give me one moment. Should be exhibit F.
The invoice is for
Yeah, who was that? Who was that guy?
you know handicap accessible renovations we had to make to the property.
Yeah, you look like that.
As well as the monthly rent.
Bobby,
I see. And did you give
do you
this
want to
invoice
see the start of
the
your
plaintiff?
career as a warden?
Yes, I did.
All right. Did he end up paying the
You know,
invoice?
I'm Mr. K's boss.
He
Okay.
could not afford
That theoretically makes me your boss.
very nice.
No,
and
I have no
generous
ties with you, you dumb fuck. So again, do you want to see yourself
a loan
actually
you could
start
say, or
as
he
that
borrowed a
warden,
bit
or
of
do you
money?
want to die prior to
I see. So he still owes you
Oh, yeah.
the full amount.
We actually do have the crash unit.
What?
All right. And what
Shut
was
the
the
fuck up,
total
Richard.
amount that you charged him?
Go watch more
On
hentai,
an
you
invoice,
fucking freak.
20,000.
We actually do have the crash
Shut the
unit.
fuck up, I said.
Have you guys
All right,
like,
thank you
watched
so
that on your
much.
computer? You know he's probably gonna give you a
no further
virus 'cause
questions,
he
Ron.
watches all that shit on your computer.
Yeah, he's a fucking freak.
Thank you.
You have lots of
Slacks,
viruses.
it's your turn for Cross.
How you doing family friendly on it. So like
Well, you
all
just
the,
got
all the porn
fucked.
sites are
I'm doing pretty
blocked.
good, sir.
He's gonna try and get his money.
Me and Carmine are cool because he's Italian. Understand?
one of your houses. A quarter Italian.
Big time.
Like a quarter Italian.
He literally eats beans
We
with
had to
every.
get rid of any large set of stairs. Make sure that anything can wheel in there.
I've had a calzone.
I'm trying to listen.
Cane accessible.
Shut the fuck up.
Things of that nature. You know, tubs where they can get in and out
Get out.
easily.
This is my seat now, pussy.
You know, where he could wipe his ass. He was having trouble wiping his ass, so I would have to come in there every night and wipe his ass for him.
Not think to install a bidet?
No, you know, bidet we couldn't fit into the budget. It's very, very expensive. These bidets, very expensive.
Bones is here.
His asshole is also very sensitive. He went
Richard,
through
what are you doing,
some,
baby? Zari, get on my lap.
What the fuck?
Why have you not provided the courts any evidence of these
was I yelling?
renovations?
Yo, Bobby, congratulations on your new position, bro.
Yeah, you know.
I heard you're Carmine's bitch now in the DLC. You guys gonna fuck each other with a baton?
No.
Ass to ass.
He's always been Carmine's bitch, let's be honest.
Objection, argumentative.
to God.
Oh, what is wrong with these people?
And who performed the renovations on the house?
Carmela?
Me and my designer, Carmela.
Okay.
Did you provide any evidence of the renovations to the plaintiff? Other than the invoice?
Plaintiff being Carmine?
Yes.
Evidence? What do you mean? He could see him with his own eyes in the property.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. I believe that should be it then, Mr. K. You're free to step down.
I do have just a few questions on redirect. if I could,
you
Your
want to
Honor.
redirect? Okay.
Yeah. If you could just
I
peruse.
couldn't. Sorry, Joseph, I can't hold it back anymore.
Somebody get that crazy lady!
Amber,
Somebody get her!
Amber, get the fuck out of here.
Fine.
What just happened?
Slacks, could you put an arrest warrant up?
Richard, what's it saying?
Amber,
Wait,
Amber, Amber, come over here quick. Amber, come this way,
Yeah,
okay?
I'm here.
All right. Go ahead and face away from me, okay? You're gonna be detained, okay? Face away from me.
I told the judges I had there just before the court case.
Richard, what's it saying? What's it saying?
I understand. We'll talk. Listen.
You speak their language.
Warren, what? We'll talk about what's going on. I just need you to face away from me so we can detain you and go from there, okay?
You know their dialect.
Bro, if anyone knows their
I
dialect,
understand
it's
that.
you.
If you can work with me, I can work with you, okay?
Fuck
You think
you.
so, bitch?
100%.
I thought you said you didn't care about
No. Amber, come back. Amber, stop. Amber, face away from me. Hands behind your back, okay?
Don't worry. Don't
Amber,
worry.
do not break out the cuffs.
Carmine.
Oh shit!
Don't.
Oh shit! She's gonna run, folks.
No.
She's gonna run.
Go and cuff her bones. You're breaking cuffs. You're resisting arrest right now, okay?
Yeah, what's going
Just face away from us. We'll work with you, okay? Come on now.
Hey, do it like you did me.
Stop. You're gonna get tased. Taser.
Oh, damn, they missed it.
Fuck her up.
She really bites her.
Hey, you alright? Can you give them contempt? They just left the court.
What the? She is getting contempt. That's why they're trying to.
No, the defendant.
The defendant. My story about his asshole was true, by the way. You could see the way he's arching his ass.
What the hell?
Well, you want me to give them contempt for trying to carry out contempt?
Yeah, they were in court. They were in court.
attest to that.
They should get contempt.
No, I told them to do that.
My asshole's fine. I don't know why I keep fucking bringing that up.
Slacks, you can just put a warrant out.
That's what I'm doing right now. The officer's looking for her. What is it for?
For contempt. It'll be
Oh my
30,
God, what is this guy's got
30,
his head up
30
his ass?
minutes and $30,000.
Slacks, get your head in the game. Come on, we all know what's going on here.
They lost the crackhead.
Fucking
He said 30 federal time, and what's the fine?
Yes, 30 federal time and $3,000 fine.
Your Honor, you know what Slacks told me the other day?
What's that?
He said he likes to swing his dick around, and sometimes he gets in front of the mirror in the bathroom. And he sees if he can go clockwise and counterclockwise.
What the?
Mr. K,
that's my
remember you're under
man.
oath.
He said
You're
he-
under oath, Mr. K.
He said he's okay. Did you not say this? Exactly.
No
Exactly.
way.
Wait.
I'm doing paperwork right now.
Yeah, I can see Slacks being like that.
He's busy doing paperwork. I'll tell the story.
Okay.
He said he struggles with counterclockwise, but he's got clockwise down.
This guy's a fucking freak.
Well, it's
On
just
the hip
muscle memory,
thrust,
right?
Slacks.
You can go ahead and continue your questions or redirect.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. So you peruse through the laws. Is it a crime to operate a business without a license?
Based on what I'm seeing here, I don't see any charges, so I would assume not.
All right. And to your knowledge, is there any law mandating that you get a business license?
I don't see anything of the sort.
All right. And I guess just to clarify this, the services that you rendered, did they actually take place?
Yes.
All right. And the loan that you gave, is the plaintiff required to pay that back to you?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Thank you so much. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. K, you are free to step down. You are no longer needed for any questioning in this court. Thank you very much for showing up.
What is this
Thank you
on
very
my
much, Your
chair?
Honor. I just have one question.
Yeah.
Why do both of these officers have their dicks out?
What the fuck?
That's not appropriate.
The bones, put your dick away.
Your Honor, I'm not sure this came from, okay? Because it's still in my pants.
It just flops out sometimes.
That's good.
Hey,
Okay, Drake,
Thank
take it
you
down
for
a notch,
showing
huh?
up.
Jesus
Okay,
fucking
Wendy.
Christ.
Absolutely, Your
appreciate
Honor.
it.
Thank you.
I thought you were gonna fumble. Hey.
Calls Bobby
Ay,
Charles to the stand.
shit. Catch you later, alligator.
Hey, Slacks. All right, if I proceed, Your Honor.
Please.
Thank you so much. Mr. Charles, how are we doing today?
Amazing, amazing.
All right. What's your relationship to the plaintiff?
Wait, that's Carmine. Isn't it?
That's right.
A co-worker of a Bolingbrook Penitentiary, friend, comparable to family to me.
Wow, okay. And at any point, did you become aware of the defendant having to move?
Yes.
And why was that?
Health issues. And, that's why he had to move.
What health issues?
A limp, and he couldn't communicate properly.
And who caused those injuries?
Officer Bones.
Oh my, okay. So he had to move to a house with accommodations for his medical condition?
Yes.
Let's see. And did you go to that house?
Yes.
All right. And did you see the accommodations that have thus far been testified to?
Of course I have.
All right. Thank you so much. No further questions, Your Honor.
How would you describe your relationship with Mr. Costello?
Comparable to family to me, like a brother.
Were you friends with him before the incident in question?
Yeah.
Were you friends after?
Yeah.
Did your interaction with him change due to his injury?
He was injured. He couldn't speak properly. I couldn't decipher what he was saying half the time.
Oh God.
And
I don't know this guy's name, but
other than that, I always
almost all the questions he's asked have helped
I saw
us.
him in that state.
Did he ever seem scared of you?
I think he's trying to angle for the whole carer angle. See,
The what?
The carer thing, because there's a section in the compensatory damages where Bobby stated as one of my
Could I
carers is
refer
being
you
my
to
expense.
Exhibit B, sir?
I think that's what he's trying to get at.
Maybe.
So what were these renovations?
There was an accessibility ramp. I also do believe there was a button installed that led directly to Mr. K's house, which was next door. That if he was to hold it down, he could call Mr. K for assistance.
Oh shit!
Was Mr. Costello in a wheelchair?
No, he wasn't.
How was his mobility affected?
He could barely move. He was limping.
Do you know how long his injuries lasted?
2 to 3 weeks.
Do you know if Mr. Costello ever sought therapy?
Yeah, he went to therapy once or twice, I do believe.
Did he?
I do believe so.
Did Mr. Costello ever have a caretaker?
Yes.
Okay.
Who was that?
Did you?
I mean,
I think I
it
missed
was
that.
right now, Bobby.
So Mr. Costello, who had an extreme fear of yourself, had you as his caretaker?
Yes.
No further questions.
Thank
If you want to redirect, Your Honor.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I guess I just want to ask you, the incident on the 6th, were you present?
Yes, I was, because I support my country. I was present at Jan 6th.
Hoorah!
All right,
America!
thank you. And did you experience any trauma on that day?
I believe so, but yes, I did.
All right. What about Mr. Costello?
I thought it was irreversible when I first saw what happened to him from the actions of Bones. But yes, he did suffer extreme trauma.
All right. And was he scared of the other people present on scene for a time?
Yes.
Was that like him?
No, it was not like him.
And around how long did that last?
2 to 3 weeks.
Let's see. And would you say you helped him in his recovery?
I would say that I did.
I see. And to your knowledge, did he suffer any losses, monetary losses from this incident?
Tremendous loss.
Carmine,
Well,
get off your phone. I don't want to see you tweeting during an active court case, especially one that is relevant to you, okay? If I see you touch your phone again, that's going to be a contempt charge.
My bad.
So sorry, Honor. I believe he was just very hopeful to get justice and let the people know what's happening here today. Our
Oh my
apologies.
God.
Oh, Mr. Charles, what monetary losses did he suffer?
Me and Carmine, we worked together a lot. Various jobs such as Grime, Group 6, and a few other state jobs. In his current state, he wasn't mobile to really pick up any sort of most jobs very labor intensive. his mobility, where it was affected his ability to do any sort of labor activities, such as maybe carrying bags, group 6. Yeah, he wasn't able to work at that time.
All right. And did the accommodations to the house help him?
Yes.
Were they necessary?
Yes, they were.
All right. Thank you so much. No further questions.
I'm sorry,
right,
Oliver.
thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's
you
okay,
may go
listen,
ahead and step down. Thank you very much.
Don't pick up your phone.
I'm
Don't
not
don't
touching
do.
it. I'm not touching it. I'm never touching it again.
All right. Would you classify the injuries you treated him for to be severe?
Yes.
I see. And based on that assessment, did he have trouble speaking?
Based on my assessment, no.
All right. And communicating with others?
No.
All right. And you said that there were mobility issues. In what regard?
Due to the extensive damage to the frontal cortex, he lost some of the signal towards his legs. So he did have partial movement, but not full strength.
And an individual with the mobility of Mr. Costello, would he require, would he have trouble, I guess, walking up a flight of stairs?
Yes.
All right. What about, say, walking long distances?
Yes, he would also have issues with that.
And what did you treat the pain with?
I gave him anti-inflammatories that directly attacked not attack, but help the nervous system with swelling.
Based on the treatment you provided, around how long did that pain persist?
I believe it was about 2 or 3 weeks.
All right, thank you so much, Doctor.
Hello, Mr. Burns.
Hello.
That hurt us a little bit, not gonna lie. He said that you didn't have a speech problem.
Yeah.
Are you no longer?
That is correct.
I mean,
Why is that?
That's not gonna play a
I
part in
was
the
looking for
housing
a
accommodation.
change in,
Whether I could speak or not doesn't really
scenery.
matter.
I was mainly doing a eval on his brain, not the rest of his body.
Could Mr. Costello walk?
Mr. Costello could walk, but he did need assistance.
And you said that accommodations would have had to have been made to a house, yes?
Yes, correct.
And you said that you noticed no issue with Mr. Costello's speech?
With my tests, there was no reason as to why he would have a medical reason to have lost speech. That does not mean that there may not have been a psychological reason.
I see. No further questions, sir.
Around how long after the injuries were sustained did you treat Mr. Costello?
I believe it was
Richard, I
3
really
days.
Let's see.
Go get
And
some.
has his condition changed from that incident?
Let's go get food.
No, I believe it got worse.
I see. Thank you so much.
Okay, I believe that is every witness that is listed.
All right, you want to take the stand?
I mean, if it's necessary,
I know we
I
didn't
don't feel like
have
it's
any
necessary.
opening statements.
It's definitely not. It would be mainly up to
Know
you.
what kind of
Yeah,
value
it's
a
fine.
closing
Yeah, I don't need to
statement
go up
might
there
provide.
then.
But again, just due to the unconventional nature of
Ask
this
them if they
entire
want me
trial,
up there.
I'm going to give you both the opportunity just to make some sort of brief closing statement about everything that's been
Oh, I guess
discussed before I go
we're
and,
moving on.
start looking over the evidence to do the
Yeah, it's
summary
fine with me.
judgment. Oliver, you can start.
Thank you so much,
Cook
Your
'em,
Honor. Give me
Oliver.
one-
Cook 'em slow.
All right, thank you so much, Your Honor. Now, the individual you have before you, Mr. Carmine Costello, is a career law enforcement officer.
Mm-hmm.
He was recently appointed as the warden of this fine state.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man of integrity, honesty, and high moral character. He is what every law enforcement officer should strive to be like. But in this case, as you've heard,
He's saying all that shit to piss slacks off.
Officer Bones acted contrary to the ideal that Mr. Costello represents, in ignoring his duty to ensure the safety of Mr. Costello, and brutally attacking him in cuffs, causing serious injury. Now, the evidence that we've presented at trial today specifically has to do with the damages regarding
Bro, they're burning
the
egg
home
emotes so
accommodations
stupid.
and compensatory damages that are necessary to make him whole. The other evidence, just to briefly summarize it, is pretty simple. we know based on the facts of this case that Officer Bones took Mr. Costello along with Mr. Charles into a back room and beat him in cuffs. That caused extreme serious injury. By doing so, he acted intentionally, recklessly, and thus he acted negligently. Is quite clearly, if nothing else, this is a case of negligence.
Oh shit.
He also caused the defendant extreme pain.
Case over?
Now, we didn't hear a lot of testimony because they've already accepted the liability and damages to those other two requests. But Mr. Costello has been in constant pain since this all occurred. And as to the other damages that we've requested, admittedly, it's a lot of money. We requested specifically for the compensatory damages $25,000, and it is a lot of money. But the promise that I made, and you've seen through the evidence, is that the amount of money that we have requested is backed up by the evidence. We've shown that it is necessary to award Mr. Costello the equitable amount, and the amount we've requested is equitable. We're not asking you for a penny more than what is necessary to fairly compensate the plaintiff in this matter. Frankly, no amount of money would adequately compensate him, but the amount that we have requested would get him at least a start. He needs the money because of lost opportunities that he's had. He wasn't able to work for quite a while because of this incident. He was not able to get a job. He had trouble walking, speaking, and was in constant pain. And that all encumbered him from working and living a life of enjoyment. He also had to get specific accommodations for his injury, not just for his work or for travel or just to live, but also where he was staying. He had to move from his apartment to a specific designated house that had medical accommodations to suit his needs. Now, the defense's main argument against us not meeting our burden to show
cause
for damages here is on two pillars. First is that the services rendered were somehow illegal, that they didn't have a business license, and thus the court shouldn't award the damages for that reason. But as we've heard based on testimony,
lost a bag.
Section K Real Estate didn't need a business license.
Up good.
They were fine operating as they were. And even if they did, that does not negate the necessity, as we've heard, that these accommodations be made, that the plaintiff actually get them. And the means that he got them doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But what does matter is that he is fairly compensated for the accommodations that he had to make in order to cope with the injuries that the defendant caused. The second argument that they have made is that there's not enough evidence to support that the construction and that the accommodations were actually made. But the only thing we've heard at trial today is evidence of the fact that the accommodations were made. We have the invoice. We have the testimony from the contractor and the real estate agent himself. We have the testimony of a close friend to Mr. Costello that saw these renovations having taken place. He also heard from his doctor that they were necessary. So all you've heard today is evidence of the existence of the renovations and the necessity of them. And since there is no evidence to the contrary,
so happy
there's nothing to suggest
Oliver
that they weren't necessary and they didn't happen.
Bro, I am so happy that he's my.
It was appropriate.
He's gonna be my pocket
it was necessary
legal guy
for his injury, and thus is necessary relief. So again, we'd ask that you issue a summary judgment as to the facts, as has already been asserted on all matters, that you find the LSPD liable, and that you award all damages that we've requested. Again, we're asking for a lot of money, but we're not asking for a cent more than what is actually necessary to fairly compensate him. I ask that you find and give Mr. Costello some justice here. And the only way to do so is to award the full amount of damages. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Robin, would you like to
Chef's
provide
kiss.
your closing statement?
It was beautiful, Oliver.
Your Honor,
Thank you.
Today, the
Poor guy.
plaintiff
Case is
has
over?
provided us with a lot
Last
of
closing statement.
fluff.
Okay.
A lot of words coming from a biased party in Mr. Bobby Charles, who has an incentive to err on the side of Mr. Costello, and testimony that it is not illegal to operate a business without a license. However, I would direct the courts to look at the charge of unauthorized sale and see if
You
that
guys need to
still
let
holds
that
water.
egg shit go. It happened years
As
ago.
far as the compensatory
I
damages, there
burned
are
one
no
egg years ago and you're
pieces
still
of
on it.
evidence that give any indication as to why this amount of money is to be sought. An invoice for $20,000, yes, but no contract establishing this, no signatures from Mr. Costello and Mr. Kevin. And, well, as far as I'm concerned, the apartments, they have an elevator. Yes, it can be tricky, but it does work. I have taken it every day. Mr. Costello could easily step inside or ask for assistance from another person to help him up the stairs.
I need water.
He did not need to spend $20,000 on rent and renovations within a home. He chose to do that. They were not necessary for him to live. They were not necessary for him to exist. The apartments were there and available. Now, as far as negligence, in my opinion, Mr. Bones acted lawfully. He acted in good faith. He was well within his rights as a police officer to do what he did. Is it unfortunate that someone got injured? Yes, but they were violating the law. And to sum it all up, we have no evidence of these renovations. It's said they were made, but it would be easy to take a picture. If you've been paid $5,000 to do renovations, then surely you could shell out for a camera and take a quick few pictures, or even take your phone and take some pictures of such. But none were provided. No testimony from the doctor about his mobility within the medical report, but now the details come up. He said he didn't put it in because another doctor had detailed them previously, but as shown here today, that just didn't happen. In the first medical report, it said that Mr. Costello had an extreme fear of Bobby Charles, but he took him in as his caretaker. These injuries are wishy-washy. They are hard to decipher. Hard to decipher what is legitimate and what is put on for a show, so to speak. It's no doubt that Mr. Costello was injured, but he was in violation of the law. Should he be compensated? Perhaps. Should he be compensated this much? No. There is an argument of loss of wages. There are no details of his wages before the injury. So how can we know what he earned before then to determine what he was missing out on? We just can't. There is nothing. He's asking for money, but I would also refer the courts to a case that happened a few days ago. Michael Manx versus Cloverfield and Desmond Troy in the Unified Police Department. They sought damages from the police department in compensatory negligence, pain and suffering. None were detailed, and the Honourable Judge Adams ruled that they were entitled to none. In his ruling, I believe he mentioned, had it been detailed, it may have changed the outcome, but there is no detailing. It is just this this invoice from a non-registered business, and that's all. He has nothing, and shall get nothing. Thank you.
Oh my god, I hate this
Thank
guy.
you.
Bro, I hate him.
Okay.
I fucking hate him.
I will be stepping out.
I don't like him.
I will
I don't
be
like him,
taking
Oliver.
a bit
I
of
don't
time
fucking
to go over
like
the
him.
evidence
You don't
and
like him?
provide the
I don't
summary
like him
judgment
at all.
that was
I fucking hate that
requested.
man.
I
That son of
should
a
be
bitch.
back
I fucking hate him so
for,
much.
You don't?
The 40th
Why does he
minute of
sound
the
so,
hour,
like,
so
formal?
about 18 minutes or so.
I think
Until
that's part of
then,
the reason
court
why I
is being
help
put
hate
into
him.
recess. You all may move about
Like the
freely,
formality?
and I will be back in 18
Sounds
minutes.
stupid as
Everything's
shit.
like a fucking glorified leprechaun who thinks he just talks too
Thank
much.
you, Your Honor.
I fucking hate that son of a bitch.
What are you talking about?
All right, everyone. We'll
Your
call
Honor.
this court back into session, and yes, it's Your Honor, Bones.
Sorry, Your Honor, Angel.
It's okay.
Hey, you really need a man.
All right, everyone. I have finally come to my conclusion, and I will be delivering my verdict now. So
Chester,
after reviewing the facts and evidence provided to the court has come to a final decision on this matter.
Oh, they took all my shit. Never mind.
Now, the Los Angeles Police Department has a responsibility to take care of and ensure the safety of all citizens that they bring into detention. When a citizen loses control of their ability to protect themselves, the police are required to step in and provide the security and safety for them. When reading the police report, it came to the court's when reading the police report, it came to the court's attention that Bobby Charles was attempting to leave the scene with Carmine in his possession. Now, this would be in direct violation of the mandate that the police have to provide security for the detainees, and they are required to prevent unauthorized parties from kidnapping their suspects in front of them. In the police report, and also in Exhibit D and E, it is mentioned multiple times that Bobby was attempting to move Carmine from the scene, which would fall under the criminal definition of kidnapping and obstructing. Now, in the court's view, Officer Bones taking action to prevent Bobby from leaving with Carmine is the correct course of action, given that they are directly responsible for Carmine's well-being and cannot know Bobby's intentions. With that being said, it also cannot be ignored that in taking action to protect to protect Carmine, he was injured by the same people responsible for his protection, which provides them with some culpability in his injuries. Now, as far as Exhibit F is concerned, the court finds the invoice and testimony provided alone uncompelling and requires more evidence for the damages, compensatory damages, to be awarded. That would mean we would like a more strict definition of where all the money is going, whether that be labor, materials, as well as further proof that these things actually occurred. An invoice alone is not enough to provide compensatory damages. Now, the court will be finding that the LSPD is liable for the pain and suffering of Mr. Carmine Costello, and he will be awarded $5,000 for what he has endured. There will also be an additional $2,500 in punitive negligence fines applied to the LSPD. In this finding, the court notes that while Officer Bones is responsible for the damages incurred, he will not be personally responsible for these fines, as he was acting in the confines of his sworn duties. We also would like to note that Bobby Charles carries his own level of culpability in this matter, and should the LSPD wish to recoup some of these fines, they do have someone that they could potentially look to put that blame onto. That is the ruling of this court. Thank you very much.
How much was,
Thank you, Your Honor.
You said $5 grand? 75. Okay.
$7,500 total.
Okay.
This is sort of why.
$75,000?
No, it was 700.
Oh,
okay.
that means.
Thank you so much.
I was hoping they had fully conceded that, and we get the 15 and the 7.
If there's any questions about the ruling, I'll take them here. Otherwise, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hey, listen, she didn't give a time frame, so we can move to immediately get the judgment.
Okay. For the
Are you serious?
the invoice.
You know what's
Was it worth your time?
Yeah, so she
You know what's
It was 30 days statute of limitations. I can't get charged criminally.
she reduced the amount for the pain and suffering and the negligence to $7,500, and then did not award any for the compensatory damages, unfortunately. So $7,500 is a full judgment that was issued.
Aren't you guys all rich,
yeah.
PD?
No.
Oh God, fucking damn it! You gave it your best shot,
Carmine,
Oliver.
Carmine, you just fucked me by the. Carmine,
What do
you
you
just
mean?
fucked me. I'm the one
How'd I
getting
fuck
sued
you?
now. They're suing me.
I'm not gonna press
You just
charges.
caused me to get sued, Carmine.
Delhi, I can't sue you.
And
I
I
actually said that.
The
but-
judge literally said that, and then Slack said that I'm gonna get sued. Carmine, this is coming out of my pocket now.
Dinner's on you, Carmine.
Carmine, you just got me sued.
$75,000.
We're going to Chick-fil-A.
That'll be his problem to solve. Right. You'll have a
Oliver,
good one, okay?
thank you so much.
Proud of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get rid of those numbers.
Any person engaged
Then-
in
then
not being employed within a registered business and/or without a seller's permit.
I'd like my money in a suitcase, all cash.
Here you go, no, Carmine.
This is forever ago.
I want
All
my
can
money
say-
in a
Oliver, what happened?
suitcase,
What
all
happened?
cash.
Shut up.
What happened? What do you mean what happened?
Did you place on the blinders when you changed sides? What's going on?
Well, you know
What do you mean place on the blinders?
You know
See,
exactly
I am
what I'm talking about,
obligated.
okay?
Well, I was actually talking about
But as an attorney, I'm asking your opinion. Put bias aside, okay?
what you could do?
What is your unbiased opinion
You know, when you
About what?
the courthouse.
about what I just read? The
Oh,
unauthorized
the
sale.
charge?
You could
Theoretically, yeah, it probably would cover this.
leave it with the security.
I see. Okay, so you do agree with me then?
And then
I agree that.
maybe watch a case.
But I think the charge is quite broad, a little bit vague. But yeah.
Yeah, lowercase W.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Carmine, let's go down to the bank. I'll get you paid on my personal pocket, okay?
Perfect.
All right, let's go down to the bank.
Feel free to invite your friends, Mr. Stowe.
Y'all could come with me in my cop car, unless it's stolen. Hopefully nobody stole my cop car.
About, SOPs and stuff.
Right.
You're a captain.
This could be a political moment.
We just need a tiny, I think, a tiny bit of assistance. Just.
Sure. I mean, like I said, I'm happy to help. I just don't know what y'all trying to aim for or build for, that's all.
Oh, it's simple. Vivex America.
That's right. Me in a leadership position.
Mr. Ramaswamy, you're working with them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That surprised you, Slacks?
Let's go.
Have they told you exactly what you're signing up for?
No.
Well, y'all should tell
This
them,
is my
probably.
shot of getting into the council meeting.
Also, I want
What I did.
I want
Oh,
me
I
and
see.
Carmine to be present at a few PD meetings to describe procedures for when an officer enters our jurisdiction.
Not against property.
Now, drafting the SOPs and all that, as a captain, of course, I do have obligations to be somewhere else. However, with the right price, I can, commit more of my free time to make sure that
bribery, huh?
Not bribery. I'm just saying it's going to cost you $7,500 to pay the fee for my work, for my consultation, of course.
Yeah, I like that.
Gregory, is that you?
What's going on, Carmine? What's going on,
Gregory,
baby?
you got a job at DOC if you want it.
Dude, he offered me.
Can you get my
you
stuff?
offered it to everybody, you son of a bitch.
All and every former cop,
Daft?
including Ruth. I want to
Like,
say,
you're still a
Slacks,
cop.
I
You're
don't,
still a cop. You're just
I don't
like
know if the
liaison
mayor's
for
filled you
Bolingbroke.
in. I don't know if the mayor's filled you in, but the police
Hey,
has no
hey.
jurisdiction over Bolingbroke.
How are you?
Well, once it goes into, legislation, right?
It will say on there, like
Okay,
you,
well-
we answer to the mayors and the council.
Yeah, no, just like how I answer to the mayor and the council as well. I used to, right?
Exactly. I don't want an awkward situation with a cop running into Bolingbroke, assuming they have authority. That'd be
Right, but at the same time, we're sending folks up there, Carmine. Okay, so we need to be able to work together, right? I'm the
That's why
person
we're gonna have a
providing you the
liaison.
people, and you're the person who's going to be reforming the people, right? So it's like it takes two to tango on that one, right? So that's why we're going to work together.
Yeah.
And one other thing, Slacks, we would need access to radio if you want all this to work out.
You're not gonna be getting too many calls from Bolingbroke. We got it all handled. I got a game plan. I've done it once. I know how to perfect it. So you ain't gotta worry about no rioting or anything like that. There used to be a man called Harvey Holden back in the day.
Oh, don't bring up that man's name.
It used to be
Harvey Holden.
Yeah.
Worse than a thorn in the side. More like herpes. Like he just never went away until he finally died. Which
you watched
I don't
The
know.
Office?
Oliver, can you be the witness as I make this transaction?
Yes.
Who's I'm going to go into?
Well, this is Mr. Costello's judgment. So
man that got his brains beat out? I'll take it.
All right, I'm making.
Wanted to hand it with an apology. Feel free.
Carmine, here's the money that you sued the PD for, and good luck to you. I hope there's not enough. I hope there's enough in here. Sorry, to pay for whatever damages and pain you've been through.
Thank you. I'll donate it to the DOC's funds.
I got it.
All right, and if there's anybody you want to blame, you
I
can
don't like
blame
how
Bobby
you
Charles.
said that.
Yeah, he got that last one.
You didn't admit that what you guys did was wrong.
Carmine, no need for
You're
all
not willing
that.
to take responsibility.
Carmine, the police
Say
officer was
you
trying to
fucked
help
up.
you. We were trying to protect you. We were trying to help you and make sure that when you're in our custody, that safety is a top priority as far as that. However, Bobby Charles got in the way, and it's not justifying or excusing what the officer did. You still got hurt, and that should never happen. It could have been avoided. And I do apologize for that. However, our intention was not trying to hurt you. Our intention was not to place you in harm's way. Yeah. That's never our intention.
You know, I knew a chief a long time ago who would have given me words of wisdom. Probably would have said in this moment, would have said, remember, Carmine, the injustice people believe they're the most just. The most guided are the most lost, and the skies are as above as below the sea. Don't you see? That's the way.
I see.
What he would have said.
I see. Well, like I said, I'm sorry that you went through this traumatic experience where you got hurt. That I do apologize for. There's something that was excessive that was caused to you by our police actions. At the same time, the PD, while it's not perfect, it's not always to blame for a lot of these problems as well. And there's always two sides to the story. That is my perspective on things.
Why are you against Mr. K's hiring?
I'm not.
You're not? You're okay with the... If we were to hire Mr. K today, you'd be okay with that?
As far as the penitentiary, yes. I believe in second chances, but he's currently a felon right now, so I don't recommend it. Till he gets his record expunged.
No, he's such a good guy.
Till he gets his record expunged, I don't recommend it. If he can get his record expunged and turn his life around, then sure, Carmine. I want to give you that opportunity. I'm for it. But at the end of the day, it's not my call, like you said, right? I don't call the shots as far as hiring and firing people. But I'll give you advice, and I'll give you my opinion.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was under the impression that you'd be against the call like that.
I was at first. But like I said, I'm coming around. But at the same time, it's not my call.
All right. And, I don't know if Bobby spoke to you about this yet, but there are certain things you don't have to provide it to us, but we'd like it if you did. So if you want, if we're going to work together, we should probably work on friendlier terms. Access
but at the
to
same
your
time,
armory, some of the items, not the weapons, just things that are going to be necessary for us to operate semi-functionally.
Well, that was not part of the agreement. I got told. I got told by the Chief Justice that
I know.
But Carmine, I can make the argument for you if you show me good work at the penitentiary, right? Does that make any sense? You want the penitentiary to be the way it's supposed to be ran? Show me. Let your actions speak for you.
There's a song that goes like this. I'm going to sing it to you, okay? It goes like this. If you don't love me now, don't love me later. When my later is much greater. Slacks, if you don't help me today...
Are you saying...
yes.
Carmine. Okay. Where are you going with this?
If you want to hear what the Chief Justice said himself, he said he would not be getting any help from the state or the council. That does not exclude help from the police department.
Who do you think I answered?
You don't need your help, Slacks.
No. But he told exactly we would have to get our own equipment ourselves, and we want to be able to outsource through the council. So Slacks,
but think about it though. I can make the argument to have an armory within the penitentiary for y'all to have access to all these tools. But you got to give me results. You got to show me that you're serious about this, right? And that's how things work around here, unfortunately. I can't say, okay, give him an armory. Give him that. If there's a need for it, and you guys can show why it's needed and how it can be applied, then I'm sure that request could be accommodated from the state.
You probably think that we're like petulant children on our hands begging you for a handout. That's not what's happening, Slacks. If you can't help us today provide these things for our facilities, then we're just gonna have to find other means and other ways to operate.
I would love to give you batons and radios. I would love to do something like that. I'm okay with something like that. But it's not my call at the end of the day. Does that make any sense?
Well, then whose call is it? You're the captain of the police department.
Well,
who's their POC then?
My public information officer?
Who's their point of contact for the state? They're just trying to get some sort of way to regulate. Then let's pitch to the mayor. Understand?
The mayor already said no.
Oh, well then we're fucked.
Hey, Slacks, what if you're a cop? All I'm asking is like a template of what an SOP would look like. It doesn't have to have anything in there. Just like a matter of a template that we could fill in along. We could work on it day by day.
Does Oliver have a car?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to give you MDT access. I would love to give you all these things to slowly help you build your police department. But like I said, it's above my pay grade. I'm more than happy to monitor and help out with that area of aspect of things, but at the same time, I need approval from my bosses, right?
No, you're not going to get it because
not even like
in Mayor Max's pocket.
Not even like a blank template of an SOP.
How about we start with a book? How about we start with this? What is stopping us, right?
God!
I mean, Bobby, we're going back to the Stone Age. We're gonna start making a campfire and then building up with that, right? That's how you start in the penitentiary.
Did you start in the Stone Age?
Well, when I first got the PD, absolutely, day one. I mean, day one.
I ain't no caveman trying fucking Crown Victorias with fucking guns and holsters and shit. You had it easier than us.
Okay, first of all,
we're fine. We're fine. I don't need help. I got this.
We need
Everything is fucking fine.
Just a tiny bit.
No, we don't.
Hey, listen, y'all gonna look back on this and say, "Wow, we came from nothing and made something out of it." And that's gonna be the journey of DOC, unfortunately, as far as what's going on, because it is bare bone, right? So you gotta build something that is gonna be, something that you wanted in there, something that we can leave your
Why the
legacy
fuck is he so
behind with Carmine
agreeable?
Bobby and Mr. Ramaswamy. But it will take some time.
Hold up.
And that's,
how much money would it cost to make 3 statues in Bolingbrook?
right now, you want to focus on the
Call it
locks
Cerberus.
and the phones. Okay, get the phones working. The locks.
Bobby, you need to get.
We're gonna build a prison and make the PD pay for it.
That's right. Wait, I love that branding.
No. You're gonna make the mayor pay for it, not the PD. The PD.
How much?
I don't have funding. We owe the state money. Okay, we're in the negative. Our budget is minus money. Okay, times are tough. So
okay, you're a captain. How much money would it cost to put down new fencing? Is that a lot of money? How much money would we have to procure for that?
I'm sure he's a politician. He probably knows these numbers.
We'll have to make some phone calls.
He's went down to the border before. I'm sure you've seen what's going on.
Oh yeah, I have. I wanted to build a dome all around Los Santos. Remember, you don't think that was just mere speculation?
Build a dome at the penitentiary. That way nobody can go in and out of it. There you go.
No, but we want prisoners to rehabilitate. Rehabilitate. Just make myself laugh.
Mr. President.
Right.